For a multi-cluster failover use case. In this example, we will have our traffic coming in through the ingress gateway on cluster 1 to an online boutique example application running across multiple clusters connected through east-west gateways with shared root trust. If you can see here, our application is running. It's just an online boutique application. I can go ahead and purchase a couple items or add a couple items to my cart and eventually place an order. You can note here that my checkout service is being served by another cluster in this mesh, my AWS cluster, and that kind of matches this application topology here where I'm going to demonstrate a failover of the front end service here, which is running on both clusters, but the backend APIs are all kind of different across both clusters. So in order to make this happen, we need a route table, a virtual destination, an outlier detection policy, and a failover policy. So let's take a look at what those look like. So first we have our here we go. First we have our route table, and our route table is pretty simple. It just exposes our application on shop.kapuzi.com using the virtual gateway that's running on my management cluster. And it's pointing to the virtual destination. So here's my virtual destination for the front end application. You can think of the virtual destination as a unique internal host name within your mesh that allows for service discovery to happen across multiple clusters in my mesh. Then I have my outlier detection policy. Here you can see it applies to the virtual destination and allows me to add outlier detection to detect consecutive errors and fail over my application, as well as fail back, which we'll demonstrate right now. And last we have our failover policy. The failover policy allows us to set things like locality mappings, to have things like prioritization, say if you have multiple clusters. So let's go ahead and do this failover. Let's go take a look at our online boutique app again. And you can see that if I fail over the front end on cluster 1 here, this will automatically switch over to our AWS cluster. We can continue to add items to our cart. And as I fail back, what you'll see is that this is pretty automatic. There's no manual fallback either. So the user can just continue to shop and place their orders. And you will see, as this turns green and the container comes back alive, will be swapped back over to the primary locality as soon as that's back alive. So you can see here, now I'm back to my on-prem application. And that failover just kind of happened transparent to the end user. We can take a look at what this looks like in the Gloo Platform UI across multiple clusters. You can see in the Gloo Platform graph here that my application is running across cluster 1 and cluster 2 as in our diagram. Our backend APIs on both clusters being accessed by the front end UIs here on management in cluster 1, and everything is served over MTLS. So that's all for multi-cluster failover today. Thank you for watching.